Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone had a good Mother's Day and Monday, a good recovery day. And if not, it's okay. My motto is one of my mottos anyway. It's okay to not be okay. I guess my message this morning is that if you didn't have a good Mother's Day, maybe you have little ones that aren't really old enough yet to really even know what Mother's Day is, to show you love. Or if you do have ones that's older and are not able to really show you love, may it be because they're just not able to come around, they don't understand the importance, they haven't grown to know yet that it is important to show you love. Or you don't have any kids at all, and you might just have had a rough life. May it be from domestic violence, may it be rough childhood, may it be whatever the reason. It doesn't matter, actually. It's okay. Today is still a new day, and you have an opportunity to make the best of any situation. I can't speak for others, but I can speak for me. I was a single mom for a long time. I think I actually didn't get stable, say having a husband until 2008. By that time, I'd already had a daughter that was almost finished college and one that had went to college, didn't like it, and was getting ready to go into the Navy. I still had I think a 14 and a 15-year-old still at the house with me. And I met the man that I'm married to now, which was heaven sent. Didn't think it was ever going to happen. I'd already accepted the fact that I was probably going to be a single mom, or at least be single the rest of my life. And I had accepted that to be okay, because I had already learned at that time that that it wasn't about that. It was just about me mentally accepting the fact that, it was about me. My healing was about me. My getting right with God was about me. And a lot of people don't realize it, but that's the important thing. I wasted so much time, at praying and asking God, send me somebody, a good somebody was going to be good for me, good for my children. And it's okay to pray for those things. But I actually had to learn to pray and ask God to heal me and make me a better me. Help me to see, who He needed me to be and grow stronger in Him. And because I don't know what's best for me, and that's another thing, we always think we know what's best for us, so we pray and ask for those things. In reality, we don't know what's best for us. That's something we have to accept. We only think we know until we pray and ask Him to guide us and to have us accept and have faith in however He sees fit for our life to be good with that, and just, like, again, ask for a better tomorrow and trust that He'll put everything in place, and stop just trying to be so pacific. Because when you do that, you're not open to the path He's trying to put you on, because you're so busy focusing on where you want it to go. If you're thinking the path needs to go right, and He's placing the path for you to go forward, go straight, or even go to the left, and you're not seeing that, you're not accepting that, because you're so focused on going to the right, you're not going to be open to the fact that that's not what He has in mind for you. We have to learn to accept those paths. Forgive me, you guys. I'm going to ignore that. But anyway, what I'm saying is, today is a new day. And whatever the reason, to all the mothers out there, if you had a good day, you didn't have a good day, it's okay. Today is a new day, okay? Make the best of it. We can heal better together. Doesn't matter what happened yesterday. Today can be the day that you still set forth a path that you could follow. Because you have to just have a made up mind. Make some promises to yourself of how you want to live and what you need to do to keep living, because you make it through the day, then you make it through tomorrow and another day. Over the weekend, I do want to share this story though. I met a female. My husband and I were out having brunch on our way out of town, and we just stopped through a little town called Conway. We were going to our daughter's graduation. But anyway, I was passing by her table, and she asked me a question pertaining to my health. And my husband and I had just spoke about this situation briefly at our table, which was like 3 tables down from her, so she could not have heard our conversation. But when I was leaving, she asked me something pertaining to it, and it kind of blew me, But she said, I'm just trying to be obedient to God's. She said, I'm not even sure what I want to say or how I want to say it. She said, but have you had any medical issues that you're dealing with and whatnot lately? And I said to her, and this was a Caucasian lady, and I said, well, and then I guess my facial expression was telling her, I was wondering, where is she going with this? But then she said, well, anyway, God just wanted me to tell you that He's got you. You're going to be okay. And I was like, okay. And then she was like, so you might think I'm crazy. I said, I do not. I'm actually just overwhelmed a little. That's because my husband and I were just speaking about a doctor's appointment that I have this coming Monday, that I was just talking to him about. I said, but spiritually, I feel you. I said, it's just never seems to amaze me. God promises to get a message to you, and it doesn't matter who the messenger is. I said, but thank you so much for that. I said, because I've been concerned about it. I have been thinking about it. I said, not worried about it, but every now and then it crosses my mind, wondering how it's going to go. I said, but my husband and I was just talking about that. And she said, well, anyway, my name is, she told me her name. I said, her name was Paula, as a matter of fact. And I told her my name was Val. We exchanged numbers, actually, because she said, the connection was so strong, between the two of us. Anyway, the point of the matter is, every day that you wake up in the morning, you don't know where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing, all the time. Be open. Have your heart open to what God has for you. You don't ever want to miss what He's sending you or giving you, because you're so driven on what you want. It might not be what's best for you. And I feel like when I met this woman, I could have just looked at her crazy and kept going. I don't know where this friendship is going to go. It may not go anywhere. Is that message for real? Because I also heard my mom used to tell us that, be careful, because when you're praying about stuff, the devil may hear you too and try to intercede. Okay, that's a possibility. I'm open to that as well. However, it's up to me to be open again to whatever God has for me to receive from Him in my prayers. But the bottom line that I wanted you to get from this is be open to God and hit the path He needs for you to take, or He intends for you to take. So anyway, be loved, be blessed. Once again, stay encouraged. Thank you.